In this video, I'm going to show you a bit of what can be done with my new program, Textual Paint, an MS Paint clone that runs in the terminal. It has basically every feature of MS Paint, and it edits ANSI art as well as bitmaps. If you have Python, you can install it with pip install textual paint with a hyphen, or for an isolated install, you can use pipx instead. If you haven't heard of the pipe strip, it's the single most elevated and revered comic strip in the history of the world. Its deep simplicity contemplates the very nature of the life. After all, the cat has your pipe. There once was a man named John, with a cat named Garfield, a con. John searched for his pipe with a puzzled gripe, only to find Garfield had won. On the sofa, John sat with a frown, pipe missing, he looked all around. Then a sight made him squirm, for there, with a firm puff of smoke, Garfield was found. John cried, "Oh, where is my treasure, my pipe, my delight, my pleasure?" But his cat wore a smirk as he blew smoke, what a jerk, enjoying this smoking endeavor. In John's cozy home on a chair, he sought his pipe, but to despair, it vanished from sight. Oh, what a strange plight! He eyed Garfield, smoke in the air. The mischievous feline, you see, was puffing John's pipe with great glee. He wore a sly grin, caught red pod in the sin, as John sighed, "Oh, where could it be? Where could my pipe be?" In John's cozy home on a chair, he sought his pipe, but despaired. It had vanished from sight. What a strange plight! He eyed Garfield, smoke in the air. The mischievous feline, you see, was puffing John's pipe with great glee. He wore a sly grin, caught red pod in the sin, as John sighed, "Now where could my pipe be? Garfield." John's search for his pipe had a twist, as Garfield indulged in a mist. But laughter and cheer, they made memories dear. "Where pipe? Cat." In John's cozy den on a spree, he sought his pipe. Where could it be? With puzzled dismay, he glimpsed Garfield's play, his cat puffing smoke. Oh, dear me! Garfield, that mischievous lad, had swiped the pipe, made John quite mad. With a sly little grin, he indulged in a sin, leaving John in a state, oh, how sad! In John's den, a scene so absurd, John searched for his pipe undisturbed. He scratched his own head. Oh, where could it have fled? Garfield, puffing away, he observed. With a grin on his face, mischief played. Garfield sat, the true culprit displayed. That cat, John's pipe in his paw, he defied every law, while John's puzzled expression portrayed. "Oh, Garfield," cried John, quite amazed, as his feline indulged, eyes half glazed. In a puff of white smoke, Garfield sat back and spoke. "I ain't smoking, John, you're just dazed." Book. Book. John cried out in dismay, "You rascal, give that pipe away!" He snatched it with zest, ready to enjoy and ingest, but his joy quickly turned gray. Realization struck, oh how grim, that the pipe had been in Garfield's chin, maybe? Realization struck, oh so grim, of where the pipe had been. He handed it back, let his cat have at it, for smoking a cat's pipe is a sin. Arbuckle with a chuckle took heed, he forgave his feline's misdeed. With a sigh and a grin, he said, "Garfield, my kin, You've beaten me to it indeed. So in this video I showed scaling ANSI art down, but I also tried scaling it up, and I feel like it works without any tweaks. So let's go select this here, pipe strip v12.ans, and let's go to image, stretch skew, 200, 200, and hit OK. Now let's just go to view bitmap here, and now could my pipe be?